Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nicki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Naughty, bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. Top of the morning to you all. I hope everyone's having a great start to their day. I have a great show lined up for you, and I'm on a tight time crunch, but I wanted to jump on here this morning. I didn't want these topics to slip by without giving my commentary, okay? Because opinions are not facts. We just over here giving our opinions about different situations, different topics that are trending right now, okay? And we have a right to our opinion. So please thumbs up this video as you're loading up in the room. Share my content out. Help me get back in the algorithm. You know I'm on YouTube punishment. YouTube does not like when we're not consistent. So they punish you when you come back if you take a little break. God forbid if life is lifing and you take a little break. Okay, so got a great show. I want to get into the new season of the Braxtons family trauma. That's what they should call it. You know, they're a prime example of what goes on in Black families when there is trauma passed down from one generation to the next. All right. And we all grew up in households where what go on in this house stay in this house, which is a detriment to our community. I mean, and a lot of times, and trust me, I've heard it in my own household growing up. A lot of times, the elders are just trying to save face. They want to keep this picture perfect family going, and that is helping no one. Okay, so I want to get into it because you know their niece Ashley Braxton came out earlier in this year, I want to say, and revealed that one of her aunts like stopped speaking to her after the aunt's husband violated her. And we all assumed it was Trina because Gabe was a cheating, lying, stanky, nasty dog. Okay, as nice as he was, if something wasn't right about Gabe. Like, I don't know if he had an ex addiction, but when we were introduced to Trina, their marriage was in turmoil, okay? Like, from him cheating, then Trina started cheating back. It was this dysfunction everywhere, which I was just surprised when Trina decided to marry Gabe again. Like, girl, why you gonna put yourself through that? But the heart wants what the heart wants, all right? So I want to get into what is going on there, that dynamic, and how this is similar to a lot of Black families, okay? You've seen it with the Naziah Harris case where they cover up trauma and protect the abuser rather than protecting the victim. So just thumbs up this video. We're going to get into that. We got more reaction on the Wendy Osefo charges. As you all know, her and Happy Eddie were charged with fraud. All right. So we got Andy Cohen coming out and speaking. I believe I have Ashley response, and condolences to Ashley Darby. I believe she went live today and posted that she lost her father. So prayers up. Also, prayers up to Diane Keaton's family. Oh my God. Didn't get the details, but I just heard she passed. And I just love her art. Like, she was always a great actress. Also, we want to get into Gloria Velez saying that she bop, Remy Ma, okay? And we got her response to that. Then I want to get into Kirk cheating ass Frost from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, child. I don't know what prompted him to post, but we're going to get into it, all right? And then also we got Nicki Minaj accusing her team of stealing her credit card and having unauthorized uses on it. I don't know. I think this is an attention grab, but we're going to get into it. But first, let me say what's up to my people. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Cece. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning, Juice. Yes. Good morning, Natalia. Yes, all my Naughty Crew is up in the building. Please like, share, follow me on all my social media platforms, all that information. Yes, I love Diane Keaton too. I remember her in Baby Boom. Oh my God. Like, yes, please thumbs up the video. Follow us, share. Yes, like the video. So up first, let's get into the Braxton family trauma. That's what they should be called. Okay. Now, Ashley came out and she didn't say any specific names, but you know the internet detectives pieced it all together. And so the new season started. And it opens up with Tamar and Ashley. And to me, Tamar, she is happy someone can share in her sentiments about her family for a change. And the show opens up with the two of them sitting down and having a chat. Shout out to Reality Chat for this clip. And I'm going to show you a briefing. This falls under fair use, okay?
Like to accomplish for you? Are you concerned about your family?
What I'm saying is a lot. I think it'll be a surprise for people. At the end of the day, it's not really about what somebody did, but how can I help other people if I don't share what I've gone through?
Yeah.
So
there was a lot going on the internet. It was everywhere, and it was messy. Having Ashley be on my podcast, it's not a messy move for me. I had Trina on there. And so having my niece is only my interpretation of giving her a voice and having her come to a safe place, not to be messy against my family. I know what it looks like to everybody else, but I want to assure you that for me, my attraction was your healing and the work that you're doing.
Okay, so now we see what Tamar's intentions are in bringing the niece on. I know the first thing I thought of was she being messy, but then I had to remember because they were replaying Tamar's reality show, Get Your Life. She was carrying a lot of trauma from her marriage and things like that. She didn't give herself, to me, enough time to heal after her and Vince decided to divorce. But I had the feeling from that show that she was carrying a lot of baggage. And then later on, we found out that she was violated. And they are very hush about her trauma. It's like they try to shut Tamar up. And I think that's why she got the big mouth that she do. Thumbs up the video, because she was never heard.
What in your prayer for yourself? No, I'm serious. Don't cry. But you can cry, but it's just nice to know.
it is.
That somebody understands. I wish I had a family member to understand where I was going through. Well, you know, I'm the outcast.
That's it.
And then sometimes you get stuck into the outcast, I guess, realm of it all. Strangers are not going to understand.
This part I agree.
They might identify, but they're not going to understand.
So basically, she's telling her, like, going to the internet was not the answer. But Tamar, you're the pot calling the kettle black, because you bring everything to the internet. All right. So that's how the show started. And then it gets into Trina and Tawanda. Okay. And Trina's one of my fave sisters, I have to say. But I don't agree with her disposition on some of this, and you'll see what I have to say in a few when I show a clipping of her. Okay, thumbs up the video. So Trina Braxton speaks on the tension between her niece. Okay,
about the platform that Ashley is being given.
I think
sometimes.
Fair use, fair use. Shout out to Reality Chat for these clips, okay? So Tawanda she asked Trina straight up how she feel about what Ashley is saying.
People take the opportunity that's given to them without even thinking about the repercussions. You should never hear something about your family through social media first. Period.
Yeah.
And I can't take anything away from anybody else's pain. I'm not here to victimize a victim.
You're a victim too, though.
In a different way, but definitely.
You're a victim too.
Yes. Yes.
You're a victim.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she moved out of the country, so it wasn't that anybody ostracized her.
My number hasn't changed, but yours has.
Okay, so this is my thing. If Gabe violated Ashley, do you think Trina has a responsibility to follow up with her niece? Like, she's trying to nix it off saying, oh, she moved out the country, she changed her number, but that is your brother's child. You recently lost her sister. Like, I feel like there's some gaslighting going on in this scene, and they're trying to, like most Black families do, trying to sweep it up under the rug, clean it up, put a bow on it, make it look pretty, and it's just not pretty. I don't think it's any excuse. Like, if that happened, why'd you stop talking to your niece?
It was an unfortunate situation that occurred. I wish that Ashley could have reached out to Trina by herself.
How do you feel about the platform that Ashley is being given?
Or outside of social media, because social media can be an ugly monster.
Social media is only an ugly monster when you're the topic. Other than that, y'all love social media. Your lives are public. And now all of a sudden you want everything to be private? No, I believe y'all mad because your skeletons are coming out the closet and she's exposing the family for what they've been covering up for all these years. I mean, we knew they weren't perfect and we saw how they treated each other, but now we're getting into the root of why they choose bad men, bad marriages, bad relationships, and it all go back to the mama and the daddy. Okay? They witnessed mama not being respected by daddy, him constantly violating, cheating. They grew up in double standards. Here it is. This man is before a church preaching and living a double life. He's not living what he's preaching. So this is where they learned it from.
People who have absolutely no knowledge or idea of the situation were bullying me.
Right.
I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated. I told you, I'm sorry that this has happened to you, and I embraced you. But if there was something additional that you needed from me, why didn't you call me?
So she said she's sorry this has happened to you. She embraced her, but then cut her off. Because at the end of the day, you got to remember, you may have thought it was enough, but she didn't feel like it was enough. And she's entitled, Ashley is entitled to her feelings.
Because I do remember that all went on tour together. We saw each other all the time. We talked to each other all the time.
And I'm not making this always about me.
No, I definitely don't look at it that way.
How am I supposed to compartmentalize it? Because that's not something I have an answer to right now.
No, I just think that is a timing thing.
I prayed about it. I thought about it. I was like, there's
Or outside of social media.
Okay, so that's what happened from the show standpoint. But Trina now has recently spoke out again in regards to the situation. And I have to tell you, she lost me. She lost me here. And I'm just like, why are you covering up for an abuser? And he's not here. So shout out to the neighborhood talks. for this clip. Please thumbs up the video. Naughty Crew, I see y'all in the building. Thank y'all. And then I'm gonna get into some of your comments.
Keep it for real, 100%. Forget what either side of the public says, for real. Okay, I'm going to say this. I cannot negate anyone's feelings in any way, shape, or form. Right. And I will say this. I think that you can never put a time limit on someone's feelings, their emotions, or even their version of what the truth may be to them. But I do wish that the people that were spoken about were able to tell their own version of their story, of their truth, because they're no longer with us.
Yeah, because they're dead.
And that's not.
What do you mean you wish? She's basically saying, like, because Gabe is dead, it's not fair. Because he's not here to tell his version. Girl, you are still covering up for the abuser. At the end of the day, he's not here. Maybe he's exactly where he need to be. I'm just saying.
It's not always fair. It's not always fair.
There's nothing fair when it comes to an abuser versus a victim. I'll say what's fair. You need to be 100% behind your niece. But this is what she's been taught. She's been taught to cover up and hide the abuser instead of exposing to protect.
And people have to talk about things when they're ready to talk about them. And yes, you guys are loud, Caleb.
You're loud as hell out there.
But I can't disregard anybody's feelings. I said what I said.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's entitled.
But you are disregarding Ashley's feelings by protecting the abuser. You're dismissing her feelings. That's how I feel. And this is where Trina lost me.
T. Cannon, I'm a Braxton follower, period. They shouldn't watch y'all if they want to hate or be negative. Well, you know what? But even in that vein, people have a right to their opinion.
Sometimes people watch just so they can.
Keep it for real, 100%. Forget what either side of the public says, for real. Okay, I'm going to say this. I cannot negate anyone's feelings in any way, shape, or form. Right. And I will say this. I think that you can never put a time limit on someone's feelings, their emotions, or even their version of what the truth may be to them. But I do wish.
That right there. Their version of what the truth may be to them. Why does it have to be a version? How come it's just not the truth? You knew Gabe was a creep. Everybody knew it. I don't know. Let's start. Let me see what y'all saying in these comments. She lost me. She lost me. Please thumbs up the video. Yes, donations are definitely appreciated. We got Cash App, Super Chat, Super Stickers, Zelle, all that good stuff. All right. But I just feel like Trina is doing what she has been taught to do through the years from her parents, passed down for generation to generation. I often wonder if Trina was violated. I mean, Tamar can't be the only one. Let's see. Juice said it's never the wife's fault unless the wife covers it up. And I feel like right now she is covering everything up. She's still not saying what. I can't wait till next episode, child. I want to see what Ashley has to say. Full on. Hey, Chantel. She says she definitely should have been the one to reach out to her niece, only because her niece is the victim in this situation. I don't feel like the victim should have to reach out to anybody, period. Juice says, I would have reached out to my niece and continued the relationship, even teamed up with my niece to take him down. Exactly. The husband, see, she said, why am I looking at the husband sideways? Something about him. Right. I don't know. He's weird. Yes, Juice, you can't make the excuse for a person being violated, even if they're deceased. Period. And I just feel like Trina is making a bunch of excuses. Right, Juice. That part right there. That's why abuse continues, because people cover, hide the violator, and shame the one attacked. Please thumbs up the video. That's it in a freaking nutshell. That's it in a nutshell. Okay? Like, this is just sad. This is just sad. But I'm interested. I'm tuned in, you guys. Like, this is probably like the best season yet, because now we're finally getting the real, not the fluffed up version of the family, you know, that Tamar's been trying to expose for years. All right. I feel like Tamar is an agent of chaos, but I believe she's a product of what she grew up with. Okay. And I don't think she ever felt heard. And that's why she does all the antics that she does. Okay. Up next, let's get into Wendy Osefo. I'll stay tuned in, you guys, and we'll cover as much as possible. As you all know, Wendy Osefo and Happy Eddie, her husband, have been charged with fraud. Okay. Shout out to Tasha K. A resurfaced interview, and this falls under fair use, of Wendy talking about the burglary has come forward, right? Apparently they claimed that they were burglarized or whatever, and then they reported to several insurance companies all these items that got stolen. Well, they did their investigation, and ultimately they found out that Happy Eddie and Dr. Osefo were lying through their veneers. Okay, thumbs up this video. Let's get into this clip of her talking about this burglary.
Okay. But I remember I was doing research for this interview, and I forgot that in April your home was broken into or something. Was this during filming that this happened?
I think it was right before.
Okay.
Like, literally before camera went up. It happened because my family was away on spring break. It was our spring break trip with the kiddos. And I was just so heartbroken. Like, I think a few of my first initial scenes, I'm just a little bit uneasy because we had just been violated, so to speak. It was the worst thing. It's so unexpected, especially since from my vantage point and from the investigators' vantage point, it was targeted, you know.
Really?
Yeah, because I've lived in this neighborhood for, you know, a long time, but since the neighborhood has been in inception for over 20 years, there has been no burglary.
Yeah.
You know, like nothing. And so it's so heartbreaking. And again, like going back to my earlier statement, where at my core, what centers me is motherhood. My first thought was my kids.
After careful consideration, I've decided to take my sponsorship talent to the...
She seems so sincere, right? She seems so genuine. And that's why everybody is taken by surprise. All right. Be careful what you say out in public. It could come back and bite you. But we are still getting reactions from Andy Cohen and I believe Ashley Darby. Let me see. Here's Andy's response. Yes, and I saw somebody say they America's dumbest criminals. Absolutely.
I want to say that, like all of you, I found out about the charges against Wendy and Eddie Osefo on Friday morning, and there's not much that I can say. I know nothing of the charges more than you guys do, than what I've read. I'm sad about this. I'm really sad about this. And, you know, Wendy is just, you know, I'm a Wendy fan. And she has been a great housewife and a great role model for, she's always led with education and her solid family values. And so that's what, you know, I'm really thinking about her and her family, and I'm certainly hoping that this is all some big, you know, nothing. And By the way, last night's Watch What Happens Live, we had taped that before I went to LA. So that is why you did not hear me asking Ashley her thoughts on that, in case you were wondering. I want to say that, like all of you, I found out about the charges against Wendy and Eddie Osefo on Friday morning. And there's not much that I can say. I know nothing of the charges more than you guys do.
I think Andy shares the same sentiments. We were all shocked, but that just goes to show everything that glitter ain't gold. And a lot of people they put on this front. Okay, like everything is so perfect. And to me, I give people the side eye when they trying to make everything seem so perfect. But these little reality stars, even in Hollywood, okay, nothing is what it seems. It's all smoke and mirrors, Naughty Crew. It's all smoke and mirrors. And like he said, she always led with education. Y'all hear how convincing she was on the Tasha K clip, right? Oh, we were away on spring break. The first thing that came to mind were my children. But did you think of the children when you and your husband were coming up with this scheme? Did you think of what an embarrassment it would be for them? Like, their children are older. They are on the internet. They're seeing this. This is viral. Did you ever think how this would affect them? Or did you even look at the examples of all the long list of housewives that have been criminally charged and sent to prison, in the words of Voodoo? Okay? America's dumbest criminals. Now, here's Ashley. She throws shade at Wendy Osefo. Ashley Darby is seemingly poking. Is this the one? No, that's not it. Sorry, guys. Let me see. Y'all hear Eddie Winslow got arrested? Chill. Here it is. There's so much going on. Okay. So shout out to By Way of Drama, I believe. Ashley Darby reacts to Wendy Oseffo's fraud charges, saying they aren't news. They aren't news to us. She even made a few jokes, including Zen Wen is in the pen, and we're making melodies, not felonies, if you know what I mean. So Ashley is throwing shade, okay? Ashley does not hold back, child. She does not hold back when it I think she's a beast this season. Now that Karen Hugert is out the way, it's like she's trying to be a mean girl this season. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna follow the case for sure, but Wendy, girl, you got some splaining to do. You got some splaining to do. And now I'm looking at her with a different lens on the show. Ashley's always been messy, though. See, say what you want about Ashley. She know how to play the long game. That's why her divorce took so long. She wanted to make sure she was set up for life. Oh, Cece says she think Andy knows more than what he's saying. Oh, I love it. Be more shorty. The Othefos pull the dumb stunt. Yes. The Othefo. Y'all heard it here first. The Othefos. Yes. She not educated and scamming. Child. They did a horrible job. Woo! Period. That part, Cece. Buying a designer bag. Did she forget they have serial numbers and can easily be traced? Period. He don't stop, girl. Maybe it's because he confused hanging out with Sydney Star. Yes. Oh my God. But yeah, no, that's what Andy had to say. And I'm just like, Andy, go sit down. They always want to give us these gaslit answers. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Nasir Jones, Nas the rapper, he's the real billionaire. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it, okay? As you all know, he recently beat out Jay-Z in the casino bid. He won his casino bid and he's building a casino in Queens, okay? Nas is a very smart businessman. I mean, this is coming from a guy who did not graduate high school. He does not have a diploma, but he learned how to invest his money, which I think is very smart on his part. He has several investments in ring cam and things like that. He knew, he had the foresight to know that music wasn't going to be it in the long run. So he learned how to invest his money. He's the real billionaire. He like actual billion. Okay. Say what you want. Nasir Jones, get up here, you cutie pie. Come on.
This rapper might be a better investor than your favorite VC.
Yeah, we have a firm, Queensbridge Venture Partners, named after my neighborhood.
This is the story of how Nas turned music money into tech billions. Born Nasir Jones in Queens, New York, he became a legend with Illmatic, an album that changed hip-hop forever. But while his music was topping charts, Nas was plotting a different move. It started in 2013. Nas's manager, Anthony Sala, was plugged into Silicon Valley and opened the door.
I'm loyal to no one in this business. You're the guy who's giving me the shot. I'm gonna fight.
Please thumbs up the video. Okay, Nasir is the real billionaire. Say what you want, okay? Listen to me good. Shout out to Third Network.
Fight for you to the end. We're gonna figure it out.
Together, they launched Queensbridge Venture Partners, a small fund writing $100,000 to $500,000 checks into early-stage startups. While rappers were buying chains, Nas was buying equity. Coinbase, Robinhood, Lyft, Ring, PillPack. Nobody thought much.
Okay, he invested in all those ventures. But what I like about this, he invested in other entrepreneurs. Okay, thumbs up the video. He paid it forward. And that's why I think he is very successful. That's the key, that a lot of people, when they get to the top, they forget to help pull up the next man. All right, that's what creates the longevity. That's what creates a good business network.
Of it until Amazon bought Ring for $1 billion, then PillPack for another $1 billion. Then Coinbase went public at an $85 billion valuation.
Winner in life, the coin toss, I'm Coinbase, basically cryptocurrency, Scarface.
Some say Nas made more from investing than from music, proof that culture can build capital if you play the game differently. This rapper might...
Okay, Nas is the real billionaire. Say what you want. He learned how to invest his money. Longevity, generational wealth for his people. But I like that he gave back. He gave back to help other entrepreneurs to come up. Right. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Like, everybody out here, I'm a billionaire. Child, please. Billionaire what? Do you have liquid billions? No. All right, let's get into, I don't know if I want to do Stephen A. Smith. I may do him later. Let's get into Gloria Velez talking cold cash-ish about Remy Ma, okay? It's crazy. Thumbs up the video. Here we go. So Gloria Velez reminds folks she allegedly beat Remy Ma twice, claims Remy threatened her son, and that was the last straw that made her pop off. Says Remy has always been a bully. Shout out to it's on site. So she posted, Gloria Velez, she said, it's sad how often women are taught to compete instead of connect. Jealousy, intimidation, and ego have destroyed more sisterhoods than the industry ever did. Facts. Back then, we were in our 20s, young, reactive, and surviving an environment that thrive on rivalry. But now in our 40s, it's about evolution, healing, and growth. I wrote about this moment in my book because it was part of my truth, not my definition. It's a piece of the journey, lessons learned, bridges burned, and peace rebuilt. If you want the full story, it's all in my memoir, When Silence Screamed, the girl who knew too much. All right. So, I mean, she was basically promoting her book or whatever. These rap girlies love to carry on beef, child. They love. Thumbs up the video, please. Thumbs up the video. Y'all see Michael B. Jordan has a baby on the way, child. Has a baby on the way. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had another clip of the Velez situation. We're gonna get into Kirk Frost next, child. And what's up with Stephen A. Smith? It looked like his big mouth is getting him in trouble again. I want to learn the new Chris Brown challenge, y'all. Oh my God. I'm working on it. I am working on it. Sorry, y'all. I thought I had. You know how you think you say something and it don't? So, oh well. Well, Remy responded. You know, she had some snarky remark. Remy Ma is just a mean girl. Period. She is just a mean girl. And that's that. I guess I ain't save it. What is up with Tia Cat and these prank calls? She is bugging me out with them shits. Oh, here's Remy's response. Sorry, guys. Took me a little bit. I'm rusty. I'm rusty. All right, so
I'm gonna cut the story short. Like 2004, I was going through a lot of shit, drug shit. My dad, that year was really fucked up for me. And Murder Mommies were it's a girl movement. We power, we hold each other down. And there's a lot of cattiness, girl talk shit. And I was like, I'm not moved for that. Fuck that. I don't need y'all. Y'all needed me. And they got the hardest chick in the game at the time. The Murder Mommies was Remy. So they started calling, blowing my phone, talking shit. So, I started talking shit back. And we went on radio talking, and we fought. I was hosting Jadakiss album release party, and I banged out. I fucked her up. She underestimated this chick. Pretty girls can fuck up a bitch too.
Yes, pretty girls can, okay? Not that we condone violence here, okay? But at the end of the day, y'all know how Remy was moving back in the day.
These bitches can fight. So I shot her shit and chain and fucked her up. And at the same time, after we fought, I fought Sunny from what she was on Hot 97. Now she's on So it's strawberries. Wow. She had a wet whip. No, I ripped up the whole shit. I was banging her face out. Crazy. When I go crazy, I go crazy. I get it in.
Okay, so this is former rapper video vixen Gloria Velez when she spoke on Whoopin' Remy Ma at Jadakiss album release party in 2004. Okay, who's this? Sunny Anderson. Oh, this is her backing Gloria Velez up. She said it happened not exactly how I remember it. I don't remember Fat Joe being at the fight. I officiated, but Gloria Velez is my girl, and I walked into that thing not knowing anything. Girl code says when your girl is getting beat and other girls jump in, you manage the girls that jump in. Absolutely. Okay, so Gloria threw the first punch, and it was crazy. Don't mess with her. All these years later, we are good, and no one knows what we have seen together. Glow. I don't remember Joe at the one. I saw LOL. I'm old. Okay, so that's Summer Anderson, Sunny Anderson, confirming her story. Well, Remy came back and said people will really make up a whole lie with you in it and tell the story with a straight face. I'm looking for great storytellers that can use some money. Submissions are open at Remy Network. As you all know, she just opened up a streaming network or whatever. So she used this as an opportunity to promote her network. And I say, ladies, we too grown for this. Let it go. Let it go. It's not even worth it. Okay. Why this stuff is resurfacing, I don't know. So speaking of the rap girlies, let's get into Nicki Minaj, baby. Okay, she came out claiming that somebody stole her money. Okay, so Nicki reveals someone's been using her credit card. Cardi B had previously claimed during their feud that Nicki's husband and friends from Queens allegedly were the ones spending her money. Okay. She said, this is what Nicki posted. She said, 3 different people in a span of 2 months charging my Amex without permission. Some couldn't even explain how they had the brand new card number. How'd they get your card, Nicki? She said a couple of them have been doing it for years. Filed the first report a couple weeks ago. They're all going to jail. One of the credit card thieves has also been tracking my moves with a tracking device that led right to his own cell phone number. You can't make this up. Laughing my effing off. Won't God do it? Yes, he will. And so here's Cardi post during their feud. As you all know, they just had a Twitter war like within the last couple of weeks. I think her man involved too, child. Dear Onika, this is my last time responding to you because this past Twitter now. I gotta see you. But first, I'm gonna tell you truth. You said out of your own mouth that the little girl in you haven't forgave your mother yet. And that's because your mom used to stay silent when your dad used to touch on you every time he did that. Rack pipe, okay? We'll say that. I know you experience a lot of trauma and abuse, but dogs is not going to help you. You need to go to therapy now. I'm going to let you know this today. Your husband is not stopping you from your actions because he lets you do something all day. Oh, rugs all day to numb you so he can max out your credit card. Yeah, you think I don't know. Them Queens ninjas that you be letting in your house every time you kick them out be coming and spilling your tea in the hood. But I'm going to be the realest person to ever do it. So Cardi called it out. Cardi called it out. So did that make, so who following who? Who want to be who? Did that make Nicki go and look at her credit card statements? Chill. Oh my God. Okay. We got to get ready to go soon. I'm going to do Kirk Frost later. Okay. But yeah, no, her team has been stealing from her. All right. But Wiley, he chimed in. Shout out to Wiley. Go over to his channel and subscribe. Here's what he had to say.
Nicki Minaj unfollowed Erica Tay, her hairstylist, because he was out at Paris Fashion Week over there in Paris with Ice Spice with her ops. So she unfollowed him. So I reached out to Erica Tay.
I wonder if he was using her credit card.
And I was like, what's your thoughts about Nicki Minaj falling out with you? What is this whole deal? This is like the 17th person this year Nicki Minaj has fallen out with. And let's be clear, Nicki Minaj literally hair was laid when Erica Tay would do her hair. And I always wonder, like, what happened? But rumor has it, Erica Tay was saying that Nicki Minaj was kind of cheap, that she's not all that good. So this is breaking news. Nicki Minaj fell out with Erica Tay.
Well, was it during because he was using her credit card? I'm just saying. All right, and so here's the Nicki Minaj and Arrogant Tay unfollow each other. I don't care about that unfollow shit. Okay, but this is them together. But was he one of the people stealing from her? I mean, how they got access to your car, girl? How they got access to your car? Explain that. See, that's when you got too many people around you being frauds. Okay? All right. So y'all let me know what you think. But Body called it. Body called it. And now here it is a week later. Now all of a sudden she talk about several people have been stealing for you. And some of them been doing it for a couple of years. How does this go over your head? You are not paying attention to your business at all. You're not paying attention to your business at all. But I believe that there's more going on there than meets the eyes. Let's hear what this content creator has to say about it.
Nicki Minaj is not playing with the girls. She recently revealed she caught multiple employees stealing from her credit card. Started with Nicki posting several transactions that were taken from her Amex. You had some for $7,000, some for $8,000, some for $5,000. In response to her posting those transactions, she said 3 different people in a span of 2 months charging my Amex without permission. Some couldn't even explain how they had the brand new card number. A couple of them have been doing it for years. Filed the first report a couple of weeks ago. They're all going to jail. Fourth person has been stealing from the Barb's OBITCH, sitting here smelling like PF2 fragrance, nothing like a hot shower to put everything into perspective. The credit card thief has also been tracking my moves with a tracking device that led right to his own cell phone number. You can't make this up. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. I'm honestly curious as to who she is talking about because she posted one final Instagram story saying, let's see if they'll go to jail for their ringleaders. Let's see if they'll save themselves or be a part of the RICO. Hope the group chats were worth it. I gotta show y'all what their responses were. Everyone who got caught up said the dumbest stuff, caught red-handed being thieves and worse. I wonder if their own clients know what they're up to. I'm curious as to who she is talking about because we know she has been swift with that unfollow button on Instagram recently. Personally, don't want to say nobody's name, so I want to have y'all drop who y'all think Nicki might be alluding to down in the comments. Craziest part regarding this is Nicki said she already filed a report and the people who are behind it are going to jail. I just wish she would have dropped their at or at least said their name. I'm curious to know what you guys think regarding this, and like I said, I want to know who y'all feel like Nicki is talking about down in the comments, especially considering the fact that she has been unfollowing lots and lots of people on Instagram recently. Drop them thoughts below, y'all. Peace. Nicki Minaj is not playing with the girls.
Okay, so I gave y'all who I thought it was. I think it's that young man that she unfollowed. The what's his name? Tay something. What's his name? The one that Wiley was talking about. So could that be one of the people? I believe so. Okay, Arrogant Tay, that's his name. I believe he is definitely suspect, but I believe the ringleader is her husband. Okay, because somebody had to be close to her to do this. Somebody had to be real close to her. And I saw in the comments, somebody said, like, the accountant wasn't paying attention. Do she even got an accountant, girl? Do you see how many liens she had on her tour? You see how many lawsuits she have? Child. It's crazy. All right. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts. Y'all let me know who y'all think it is. I think it's not only the entourage, but I think the husband is the ringleader. Okay. So let's go into get into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta drama, okay, with all the sluts over there, okay? Kirk Frost decided to make a post for his son's Cannon's birthday, I believe. And for the life of me, I'm just like, why'd you do this? Why'd you do this? Shout out to Neighborhood Talks, okay? So Kirk Frost, being that he is, decided to post this message. Kirk Frost pens a message to his son Cannon. You come at a time when me and my wife was going through it. Like, why are you still making excuses for your cheating? Cheater. So he posted this. He said, I'm sorry at Cannon Frost. Most women want me to be a deadbeat to you. Also, not be a father, not pay child support, just be in your life at all. But sorry, I don't know how to do that. Weird. Okay. So then he says, you came at a time when me and my wife was going through a bad season, but we're making it through. I know at Rashida gets crucified for loving you and making sure I remain a good father, which I think is crazy. But since you asking questions, we just want to make sure you know that we love you. First of all, why you include, like, if you want to send a message to your son, send a message to your son. Why are you bringing up the way you cheated on your wife and how he came about? It's too late for all of that. He here now, Kirk. This is just dumb. This is just dumb. I don't understand. Like, nobody asked you. And that's supposed to be a birthday message? Fuck out of here. That shit is crazy, okay? A content creator has something to say about it, and I kind of agree with the sentiment. So let me share that with y'all. But it's just like, Kirk, go sit down and learn how to keep your peen in the pocket, okay? Like, Rashida forgave you. We don't care. Get over it, okay?
Kirk Frost, Rashida, and his Adam's apple gonna make my gooch itch every time.
Every time.
Because penning a happy birthday message to your son to let him know that he was a mistake you made while you and your wife were going through some turmoil is crazy.
It's disgusting.
Crazy, selfish. And to be honest, I always thought that it was insane that they used this little boy's life to create a storyline on Love and Hip Hop. Kirk, his Adam's apple, and the mama, and Rashida. And I don't think anybody is crucifying Rashida for loving this little boy or making you be a great father. I think people are crucifying her because of how it all went down in the first place. People were crucifying her because she was acting like the lady was lying when she said that y'all had a baby together. Like this wasn't already how you moved on national television. And one day, this little boy is going to be...
This coming from the same man that was saying in the hot tub with Bambi, I don't know why my wife just don't let me cheat in peace. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm.
Old enough to read this ridiculous message that you penned on his birthday and watch on national television how you denied him and made him a storyline. Some people just shouldn't have kids.
Period.
Some people just shouldn't be parents. Kirk Frost, Rashida, and his Adam's apple gonna make my gooch itch
every time, okay? Kirk.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
He absolutely played himself doing this. Like, how you want to create a birthday message and talk about your marital troubles that you still not being accountable for your actions for? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's all for a storyline. All right, you guys, like, Kirk, go sit your ass down somewhere. You and Rashida in them bags under her eyes that should be covering up with 3 tons of freaking makeup. Like, are you kidding me? Like, we don't care no more. You done forced Rashida to accept that you cheat. So you made things, the narcissist that you are, the way you want it. You want to cheat in peace. I believe you still doing it, Kirk. Okay, you going to cheat until your don't work no more. Okay, I'm just over it, and I thought that was this distasteful for him to create a birthday message out of that. Like, not Cannon, I love you, son. I will always be there for you. You are my pride and joy. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. All right, let me see what y'all got to say. I appreciate y'all joining me. Oh, Be More Shorty said I low-key want a celebrity deathmatch. Oh, yes. MTV turn it off forever? No, I ain't hear that. You sick of Sassy Smith. I'm going to cover that story tomorrow. Stephen A. Smith and his big mouth. Her man is involved. Absolutely. Look, in the beginning, when he was with that other girl and she got knocked between the washer and the dryer all of a sudden or whatever, because she was calling Kenny and stuff, he said to her, like, I'm with Nicki Minaj. I'm trying to get this bag. He's using her. Cardi also said Nicki was schizophrenic, thinking 3 different people stole from her kid. Kind of lines up. It was no one but her husband using it to buy chains for the hood. Right. Cardi called it. Cardi called it. She too busy worrying about rap girlies and their numbers. But say what you want about Carly. She woke up all the rap girlies. Okay. Oh, you guys. I downloaded Mobb Deep's new album. It's dope. Check it out. It's dope. Real hip hop. I'm just saying. Hashtag real hip hop. Mobb Deep's album, dope. Everybody agrees. Everybody think it's her husband. No, I haven't seen it. Send it to me, Chantel. I haven't seen Yandy's video. There he goes. Still not holding himself accountable for anything he did. Now he blaming the kids. Somebody please make it make sense, child. I love you all. I gotta get ready to get out of here and get to work. I appreciate every last one of y'all joining me. We getting back, Naughty Crew. I love you all. Please thumbs up the video. Share this live out. Let me know what your thoughts are, Naughty Crew. Let me know what we talked about, the Braxton family trauma, Wendy Osefo, and Andy Cohen's response, Gloria Velez versus Remy Ma. She's claiming that she not Remy Ma between a washer and dryer. Kirk Frost, and what y'all think about Nas being the real billionaire. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.